there are 3 essential things that you need in a blog post so that it can be successful, so that it can convert, and also just in the writing process in general. The 3 things that you need are a clear audience. So this is who you are directly speaking to. There is no point in going broad on a subject. If you're trying to narrow down in a niche, or if you're trying to sell a product, or even if you're trying to educate people, you really need to identify who you're talking to, what their pain points are, what motivates them, stuff like that. So you need a clear person you are talking to, especially when you're writing, because it determines what kind of language you use and the way you speak to them and the tone of voice and things like that. And you can't specify that. You're just kind of taking a stab in the dark if you don't define your audience first. So that's the first one. The second one is you need to have a point to the article. Everyone assumes that you can just kind of put content out there, and the term fluff pieces implies that it's not valuable in some way, and that's not true. Even fluff pieces or evergreen content or filler pieces that are going into your blog, and they're not necessarily, you're not going to spend a lot of time on them, they still need to have a point. You still need to be writing to put something across to the reader. It needs to have value of some description, even if it's educational, or even if it is just to fill things out. They still need to get something from reading. And if you don't do that, you can damage the rest of your pieces and your trust, because they don't necessarily decide that they want to read on and look at another piece that you've written because what you've written here is rubbish. It's the same reason clickbait. It's, if you click on a link once from a company and it's clickbait and it's rubbish, you're not going to go and click on them again. You're going to remember that. So that's the second one. And the third one is a call to action. What do you want the reader to do next? Even if it's share or comment or buy something or contact you, you need to tell them what to do next. Because if you've written a good article and you've got a clear audience and you've got a clear point, you take that next step. Make sure that every single post that you have has something that they can do next, has something that they can do for you, and that sort of thing develops a relationship 2 ways, especially with a blog post, especially on your blog or your website. So even if it's just a link to your products or your services, or about you or another blog post, make sure you're retaining that attention and you're moving them on to do something next. So don't forget, it's all about a call to action. It's all about having a defined audience, and it's having a point at the end of the day. Don't waste your time writing things that people don't want to read. It's just that simple. So hopefully this is giving you a bit more of an outline of what you can do for your blog post, things like that, and I'll see you next week.